April 20th, 2010, an oil rig known as the Deepwater Horizon exploded in the Gulf of Mexico. The subsequent fire burned until the 22nd, when the rig sank into the Gulf. Over 210 million gallons of oil were spilled, a disaster so large it would take over 5 months to clean. Fleets of response vessels, protective booms, and dispersants were sent to collect and contain the crude oil.
Although the cleanup effort was one of the largest in history, the techniques used to clean the Deepwater Horizon spill were very inefficient and outdated. One of the techniques used in the cleanup effort was open water in situ burning. This technique included boats towing fire-resistant booms which collected the floating oil and ignited it. The drawbacks of this technique include trading one form of pollution for another. Although oil is eliminated from the water, in situ burning pollutes the air with fine particulate matter. Another technique that was inefficient was the use of dispersants to break the oil into smaller molecules, allowing the oil to disperse more easily into the water. Although this reduces the amount of oil on the surface, the oil is still present in smaller droplets, and it increases exposure for smaller organisms found deeper in the water. Also, the EPA states that long-term effects of dispersants to aquatic life are unknown.
What could have been done? What would have happened? What should have been done?
Every time that in recent history where we've seen a large spill occur, or even a small spill, even the Costco Busan out here in San Francisco Bay, there wasn't sort of baseline data that existed that was easily available. What we see kind of happening time and time again is that the big incident happens, two ships collide, something like the BP oil spill goes off, and we have a lot of oil in the environment, and it takes a lot of time to get resources positioned. Best efficiency can be had by pre-positioning assets. They can be used for all kinds of different scientific research all the time, but if they're there and they're kept in a ready-to-go state, then when disaster strikes, they're able to immediately get on site, and you can kind of make a rapid assessment plan.
What does the spill have anything to do with the residents of the Bay Area? The oil that spilled into the Mexican Gulf depleted the waters of its oxygen, killing off many organisms in the environment and endangering future generations of wildlife. As oil filled the waters, fishing and shrimping activities were severely impaired, and tourism declined significantly. This resulted in the decline of the local economy, which in turn affected the nation's economy. Furthermore, thousands of taxpayer dollars were put into the cleanup effort of something that could have been prevented if the proper safety measures were taken. So, how do we as individuals prevent future oil spills? For starters, we could try to reduce our dependence on oil by eating organic, locally grown food. By buying and eating local organic produce, we would reduce the amount of pesticides and synthetic fertilizers, as well as reducing the amount of gasoline used to transport foods from the source to your local grocery store. Ships that carry perishable items will be less common in the bay if we ate locally grown produce. With less ships, less accidents will occur, reducing the chance of an oil spill.